Do you want to know the secret superpowers of C++ strings? Yes? Okay, well, you are in the right place. Welcome, everyone. My name is Logan Legacy, and you are watching Quant Chronicles episode 14. And today we have changed the angle of our videos, making it a little bit more cropped in, which I don't have enough room to come up and freestyle as much as I'd like to, but it's going to be worth it because you can actually probably read what's on the board this time, which I didn't know that it was really that small, and I apologize that it was. We also have changed the angle of our lighting up top, so hopefully that makes it a little bit more easier to follow along. And if you're new here, my name is Logan Legacy, and we are going from zero to hero, landing our quant internship within 1 year, and we are going for the bag. Will we make it? Will we get our quant internship? I don't know. You'll have to subscribe, smash that like button, and turn on the bell notifications to be notified every single time we drop a video. That way you don't miss out, and you can learn C++ right here with us. And if you're curious on why choose C++ over Python, any of the other programming languages, JavaScript, why C++ in a quantitative role? Well, if you haven't seen my video of why C++ is still king of Wall Street, go watch that video. I explain it a little bit more in depth, but it pretty much comes down to memory and speed, hardware. So essentially C++ is way faster than any other programming language, which is a good thing if we're doing quantitative stuff, but might not be so good for other web developers or developers in general across the board because it has the stack, the heap. It stores unnecessary memory like a basement, like we were talking about in last video with grandma's Christmas table and Christmas stuff in the basement. And that's kind of like how you can think about the heap. But anyways, let's get into today's episode. So today we are talking about strings. And what are strings? So strings are essentially a way for us to call upon, you can think about it like it's a bracelet full of beads, and each letter of the bead is just a different string, if you will. Follow along with me. So a string is just a line of beads that make up a sentence, and at the end of every C++ bracelet is a special invisible bead called null terminator. And that is a / and a 0. And this special bead tells the computer, okay, it's okay to end right here. So that's what a string is essentially. And we have a few different types of strings here today, ladies and gentlemen. Today, our first string is strcpy, and that is essentially a to and from type of string. And you can think about it like the metaphor of the beads in the bracelet. You can think about it like copy all beads from one bracelet to another. So that's going to be our function for this type of strings. The second type of string that we have is strcat, which is an S1 and S2 in parentheses right there. And it pretty much says, stick two bracelets together and make one longer bracelet. Pretty easy to understand as of right now. And also, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to make a disclaimer that we are, if this is the very first time that you're seeing me and the very first time that you're watching this channel, in the very first video you're watching, you know that we are, well, you probably don't know this, but we are learning C++. So maybe every single thing that I explain might not be correct. So if you're a senior developer or just someone who, is maybe a mathematician or someone who just loves C++, please comment down below if we get some of this stuff wrong. That's all I ask. And I ask that you don't take every single thing that I have to say for truth. You should do your own research when it comes to programming, and just know that the essential reason why we're making this channel and the reason that I have this channel is to document my journey, document what I'm learning every single day. It's really for me. And actually this channel has kind of blown up recently. We have, I think, a little over 80 subscribers and tons of watch time, tons of views. And guys, I literally had no idea that this would even be a thing. We literally just started this channel to track our own progress and to learn, and to also, once we apply for a quant role down the road in a year, we can say, hey, look at this YouTube channel. We have been learning and staying, true to this every single day. So that is essentially the reason that we're doing this. And if you want a really good resource of someone who's just like quick, gonna tell you exactly what to do, go to Coding Jesus's YouTube channel. He is gonna be like your guide. I highly recommend probably joining his Discord group and stuff like that, because he is going to be able to tell you a lot more about C++ than I am. Obviously, as a novice, I'm just learning this stuff. Also, Bro Code is also a really good resource on YouTube as well. And if you've been following along, watching every single episode that we've had, we're pretty much posting a video a day. And you know that there is a really awesome book that we're reading, and it's about 570 pages. And right now we're about at like the 120 mark. And we're in like chapter 4 or 5 of the book. And essentially I gave myself the goal at the very beginning of making this YouTube channel to essentially learn this stuff every single day and read 70 pages out of the book. And I'm a speed reader. I can read super fast, but this stuff needs to be slowly kind of digested and slowly learned, because if I learn too fast, I am afraid that I will speed past a very critical role or something that I really need to learn. So that's why we kind of has scrapped the reading 70 pages a day into about 20 pages, which is going to take us about a month. Give or take. I would like to complete it, in the next week or so, week and a half or so. I don't want it to be a full month, but yeah, unfortunately, we just kind of have to take it pace by pace. And we're also, as of right now, we haven't started coding at all. So all of the stuff that we're explaining on the whiteboard and everything like that has strictly been learned from books and applied on the whiteboard here behind me. I did order I say brand new. It's an older style of laptop that has Linux pre-installed to it. Should arrive in the next week or two. I think in the beginning of December, the 14th is the latest that it's going to arrive. But essentially, we have a Mac, MacBook Pro. I love that thing. We have a Windows machine, and that's also amazing. But we didn't. I didn't really want to break my machines installing Linux to really learn this stuff. So that's why we bought an older, I believe it's a Chromebook, and it's just got Linux pre-installed. Really amazing, super easy. That way we don't break anything. Hopefully, we still need the computer for, I have a small business, and I also am a camera engineer, so I have to be able to keep that thing stock OS, if you will. So anyways, let's get back into the video. On step number 3, we essentially have strcmp, and that string essentially means compare 2 bracelets to see if they are the same. And if you do this function, if you do this and you essentially type this into the terminal and you get an exclamation mark, it means that it's not the same. And if you get an exclamation mark with a 0, it means that it is true. So that's really cool to know. And yeah, so let's keep along. So now we have the 4th type of string, which is strlens, and that's a parentheses with our string inside. And essentially it says count how many beads, letters there are the bracelet has. So essentially count how many letters are in the actual string, and that's just going to give us a simple number when we enter that in. And then we have a little cheat sheet over here. STP copy, which is right over here, means copy bracelet. CAT, which means add a bracelet. strcmp, check if the bracelet matches. strlen is just count the beads. And I hope you guys don't mind me using the beads and bracelets metaphor. That was the best thing that I could find online to really give a really good explanation of how strings work in a illustrative kind of way. So anyways, strings equals magic bracelets with superpowers. Super easy, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. It's episode 14, marking 2 whole weeks since we started Quant Chronicles. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Until tomorrow, see you.